On this episode, we're changing a battery, 1992 Ducati 900SS. So I can put it back on the charger and it'll read like 60%, but the battery's just not holding the charge. And there's no math to do, but so I got this bike in April. It came with the battery that was on it. And so the battery is of unknown. We don't know I don't know how old it is. It's not stamped or anything like that. It's not a big deal, right? I mean, we all know that we're gonna have to replace the battery sooner or later. Getting it out is not that big a deal. There's some little straps right here that are rubber and they just hold it in with compression. And so we're gonna flip those up. It's always a good idea to pull the positive off first. That way you don't arc across anything. But you know, try to be careful. Even though it's dead, there's still juice left. And then on this one, I have my charger hooking up underneath. So I got to pull off both of them. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I messed up my ground connection. Gonna have to replace the connector on that. Then the battery just lifts out. So we'll talk about the batteries and new batteries and batteries. This is not a paid endorsement. Nobody pays me for this. So this is the old battery, the Motobat, right? If you want to order one, here's your part number. So this battery weighs about 13 pounds. The new battery, 3 pounds, 4 ounces, because it's lithium. So the old battery, 230 cold cranking amps. The new battery, 480 cranking amps. So it's more powerful. It also has a 3-year warranty. And it comes with the parts to attach the cables. It comes with a new charging cable because this one's the smart battery. And it comes with these assorted pads for installation purposes to make up the difference because it's so smaller. So it's on the charger. Hold on, I'll get it. So it's just a smidge wider, which shouldn't hurt us too much, but it's shorter and not as long. But here's the thing. So I mean, it's light. It's really light. This one, not so light. Grams wise, we're looking at 1,500 grams, and this one was 5,000 something grams. Yeah, so 1,500 grams, 5,824 grams. You have to charge it up when you get it. It's 70% charged. So what we're going to do is we're going to wire this up and wire this up. That's the good thing about this one. It has 2 different posts. So we can run motorcycle here, and we can run battery charger cable here, or vice versa. And I don't think we're going to need any pads. Let me go pre-fit. Okay, so to get it to fit right, I pulled out these little bumpers. They go against the back, and then this rubber mat. We don't really need this anymore because the lithium doesn't leak. Doesn't leak. So I like these for a couple of reasons. Number one, because they're really light. But number two is because they have two separate wiring locations. So this thing, this is our new harness for charging the battery. We're gonna have to route this. I like to put it where it's easily accessible so that it makes it easier. Some people put it under the seat. You'd have to take the seat off to charge it. Nah, I'm gonna put it up here where I can get to it from the outside without having to raise or lower anything. I mean, nothing. I don't want to have to move anything. There is a plan to make a new battery box terminal holder thing. I just haven't done it yet. So we're gonna pop off this little protective cover, put it right there for now. And these things have a little foamy on the bottom so that you can mount them top or sideways. This one we're gonna mount on the top. That's the way it wants to go. And I think that way, a little doodad will fit over it. Yeah, it will. And cover it like that. Okay. And those are 10 millimeters, I think. Hold on, let me check. It's just a little 10 millimeter. God, of course. If you touch a 10 millimeter, you're going to lose it. We're going to run our charging ports. So I have two of them. This is the new one. And then this one runs up to the front, and I got a voltmeter up there with a USB port. And I'm going to put them on the side. Because then what I can do is I can take this, cut around here, and slip it on the top, and then not as much exposed. And then we can take this, we can actually use it to hold our wires down. This one like this like this, and this is going to come over and hook down here. Perfect. I like it. So this was our old charger connection, and we broke it. So we're going to need to trim it. Where the fuck did that fall? And then strip it. And then what I like to do is bend it over like that. Then we'll put on our crimper. And then this one is the shrink wrap kind. So I want to take this. It's going to come around like this. I probably need to take this loose. Bring this down here. Okay. Shrink wrap. Now it's going to be hot, so don't touch it for a little bit. We'll put it in there. So I can take this off so you can see better. So here's our negative power for the bike. So now we can hook up our charging ports, our charging cables. So we got the one that was hot. Now it's just warm. And then this cable goes to our battery. And this is just part of the battery management system for resetting it. It's a teeny tiny little screw. With a teeny tiny little screwdriver. Okay. So now it's just cord management. So this is going to be our new charging port. And it's just long enough to get over here. Oh. So it's just long enough to get over here. We can run it right through there. Once I move all of this shit out of the way. So I'm going to take this, I'm actually going to go like this. So everybody's different, but you're going to get a system sooner or later. So like if I'm tying up battery cable, if I'm tying up cables to cables, I'm using the black ones. That way I know it's just going to the cables. If I'm tying up cables to the frame, then I use the white ones. That way I know I got to take this loose, I cut here, but it can stay here. If I got to pull all this out. It's just me. So now the battery's hooked up, it's wired in. Let me make sure that the tank's going to close without binding up on anything. No, we're fine. And then we have our plug from our battery tender, and it'll just plug in like this and start charging up this battery the rest of the way. And I'm in the red, so we gotta let this battery fully charge, and then we'll give it a crank. So that's about 47 minutes of video before I edit it down. I don't know how much walking around I did, but so in less than an hour, if you're not in a hurry, you can change a battery. Now we wait for it to charge, and then we come out here and fire up the bike. It's 7 o'clock in the morning the following day. So this battery has been charging all night. Got green indicator. Let me see. Come on. Green indicator.